Hey, I'm Sadie Robertson, and my passion is to live original. I've had so many people in my life inspire me with how they live original, and I want to share their stories with you. I met Diana Kim at the Rare Under 40 Awards, and when she told her story, everyone in the room was crying. There was not a dry eye in the room. When she was young, her parents split. They were out of her life, and she was kind of bouncing around from home to home. Well, then when she got older, she decides to do photography. So she goes around the streets of Honolulu in Hawaii, and she's taking pictures of this homeless man. And she realized soon after that it was her father.
I think my mission itself has evolved throughout the process just because I started the photographic project really focusing on other people. And when I found out that my dad was homeless, it definitely took a turn, and it became a process of going inward and addressing some of the issues that I experienced growing up and using that experience to connect with people at a different level that before, I wasn't really comfortable with. My fear was my dad, because obviously he and I had a rough past, and either you can just kind of walk away and be afraid of it, or you can face that opportunity. That fear is an opportunity to grow. And I think that that's what really happened here with my father and I.
When I saw you that day, I was calling you. You didn't look back at me, and there was this woman, and she told me, don't bother, because this man, he's been there for a long time. He keeps doing this. He just sits there, so don't even bother. And that really hurt my feelings, because she didn't know that you're my dad.
But looking at my community and where I come from, Hawaii, on the map, you watch a little flight tracker, and I realized we were so far away from the mainland, and homelessness itself has become such a huge issue in Hawaii, and yet we're so small. But something that people haven't really discussed is how nearly half of the homeless population are Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islanders. So hopefully, raising that awareness will help them. I've been through the child welfare system a couple of times, and I think experiencing it, I grew up with this understanding that I wanted to help change, or at least help children who were going through the same process. But I also had a very creative side, and that came from my dad, who was a photographer. And so there was always this duality, and it's interesting how it's kind of, manifested in my life today, where I'm also going, I'm going to law school, but I've maintained my photographic passion, and I've been able to kind of bring these two worlds together in a really interesting way, where I'm using photography for social change, and it's helping to reach people beyond my community in a way that I just never could have expected, because I think an image really does capture expressions and feelings that words sometimes it falls short. It's more universal.